Jeremy hated thunderstorms. Ever since last year when his parents decided that 7 years old was too old to sleep with a nightlight. The branches from outside would illuminate on his bedroom walls with every bolt of lightning shooting from the dark clouds above. To Jeremy, though, these shadows took their shapes like a demented shadow puppet show. He knew it wasn't real, but deep down the images were able to burrow inside his subconscious and play tricks on him. Tonight's thunderstorm was bright, and the wind was howling like a pack of wolves. The tree branches were really putting on a show for Jeremy's bedroom wall tonight. He tried not to pay attention to it, but something about it hypnotized him, and he couldn't help but stare. He saw images of hands with long, deformed fingers reaching around his room, unable to leave the prison of his wall, but grasping and frantically waving around nonetheless. Next, the images began to morph into something else. Jeremy's imagination took hold of the shadows and morphed them into what looked like the outline of a giant man poking his head out of Jeremy's closet. Soon, a long shadowy finger flickered a "come this way" motion from the open closet at the end of the room opposite of Jeremy's bed. Another huge crack of lightning illuminated the room, this time for a number of seconds. They were eyes. Jeremy is positive that a pair of yellow eyes are glaring at him from the shadow that still lingered next to the closet. Terrified, he laid there, just staring, trying to stare so hard that maybe his eyes would morph it into something different, but they didn't. The closet door creaked open even more, and Jeremy could hear a footstep as the shadowy figure began to slowly emerge from his closet. Eyes still yellow and glaring, but now starting to lose its shadowy form and take on a much more three-dimensional shape. Jeremy couldn't move, he couldn't talk, he just stared as this black figure approached his bed. He reached the end of the bed and stood there for a moment before yank! Jeremy's foot is grabbed and pulled by the figure as it slams him onto the floor. It all happened so fast. Now he was being dragged across the floor back to the closet. Jeremy's mother had heard the thud of him hitting the floor and went to go check on him. Night terrors and sleepwalking were not uncommon for him. Jeremy was pulled into the shadowy figure's realm and clawed desperately at the wall, trying to alert anyone who might hear him. His mother creaked open the door a tiny bit and peeked in. On the bed, she could make out just the faintest shadow of what appeared to be her son, fast asleep. And on the other side of the room, she saw the shadow of 10 little twigs, illuminated from the tree outside Jeremy's window, dancing along the wall like little fingers.